Hello, Money Tutorials here, and today I'm going to be showing you another Minecraft robot. This is the fastest Minecraft robot ever. Yet again, it's a completely original design made without mods or hacks or anything like that. So, if you like the video, how about you leave a like down below? Let's see if we can get 8 likes on this video. Let's also see if we can get the channel up to 500 subscribers. That would be pretty sweet. So, if you haven't watched the other videos I've made too, you should check them out. They're also pretty cool. So this robot's got 6 missiles and 1 TNT cannon. The thing is, this TNT cannon is the best movable TNT cannon ever made. It's super accurate. It's got a gigantic range. It's also pretty large. So it's got 3 different sections that you can put the TNT in so that you can shoot basically anywhere you want. So first, let's put in the water to push the TNT forwards. There, and now let's just start. I'll show you the full range on this TNT cannon. So let's just fill both sides with TNT. And there we go. Oh wait, whoops. There. So now here is where I'm going to place the TNT. It'll fall down. I'll put one in each thing to show you the different directions it can shoot. So one here, one here, one here. There we go. So as you can see, it shot in 3 different directions because I put the 3 TNTs in. And now also to shoot like with precision and get it exactly where you want it to go, you can just put different amounts of TNT in each side. So I'll just fill up one side and put it in the middle. And now this is going to shoot way to the right. And now if I were to have put that on the left side, actually the right side, and filled up the left side completely with TNT, then it would have shot super far to the right, and you could hit something that was almost next to you. So let's do that real quick to show you what it'll do. So it doesn't shoot nearly as hard when you do it that way because there's less TNT and it's further from the TNT, but you can get the accuracy that you want. And so I'll just shoot it one more time. Let's make it shoot a different direction this time. I'll fill this side with TNT. This side I'll have not quite full. And then you'll see that this will shoot a different direction than the first shot that went straight did. So you can see the first shot hit the center of that wall there. Well, this shot actually you can see went to the right of that one. Okay. So now let's go over to the ride-on missiles. So this missile doesn't have very much TNT on it because that way it's safer for you to ride. So if you ride it and say someone shoots an arrow at it or something to try and shoot it down, it'll still keep going. So now let's start it real quick. Hit this and that. There it goes. Whoops, fell off. Let's just fly back on. Okay, and so now there's a hole in the top here. This is a ride-on compartment. So you can't really see where you're going because, well, we don't have glass in the cockpit. Instead, we've got clay, but that way it's a lot stronger for, yet again, if, say, you're doing missile wars or something with it, that way it's harder for people to shoot it down if you want it. But if you really wanted to, you could have glass windows so you can see where you're going. I'll put glass windows on this one real quick so that you can see how that would work. Just put it in all directions. And also, if you really wanted, you could actually use this missile just as a plane, remove the TNT from it, and then you can just use it to fly around wherever you want. Light this, and there we go. Now let's run and jump in the cockpit. There. And we're in. So you can see now that you're able to see where you're going and what's happening. You can see how close you are to the wall. And, oh, the missile in front of me is exploding. There it goes. So that way if you want to know where you are or how fast you're going, you can see what's happening. Now I'll show you the inside of the robot and the other missiles. So let's go on in, and now to shoot these ones, hit this, and yet again, one missile's faster than the other missile. That way they'll hit the wall at different times so that they don't blow each other up. And now let's go shoot the other missiles. And there we go. Now, the faster one of these two will probably actually catch up with the slower one of the other two before it manages to hit the wall. But let's go see what happens. Also, I'll show you how gigantic explosions these things make. So, this missile just hit the wall now. You can tell these ones are pretty slow compared to the fast missiles here. Now, the first fast missile has hit the wall, and that was a lot of TNT on that thing. Here, yup, I predicted correctly. The second fast missile was actually going ahead of the first slow missile. So now I will show you this thing walking real quick. So you can see you can ride inside the cockpit, you won't fall out, everything's fine. But now I'll go outside real quick and show you what its feet look like as they move. So here you can see it's lifting up its legs and stepping. That way it can go over like rocks and stuff that are in the way. Its feet can actually push a little bit of blocks if they get in the way, but not too much. If you get too much in the way, pistons can't push it and the robot will break. Thing is though, if you break the legs, you can always just detach them and the top will keep going. So also you can tell that the top is moving on its own without the legs. The legs aren't necessary. That way if the legs break, the robot will still be perfectly fine. So now let's stop it real quick. There we go. And so I'll also show you, so this one, it's got all its missiles on it and everything still. And so you might be wondering, well, will it actually drive if it's got all the missiles on it, or do the missiles keep it from walking? Well, as you can see, it's walking with the missiles on it, and the missiles are actually moving forwards with the robot. I'll go out and show you real quick. You can see the missiles are moving with the robot. Nothing bad is happening because the missiles are still on it. Its feet are getting a little bit laggy though, because so many pistons moving at once lags even a super fast computer. So now let's turn it off, and now I'll show you real quick. This one's legs, they detach too. Like I said before, I'll show you how it works. So as you can see, the front is just going off completely by itself, leaving the legs behind. This way, if say the robot runs into something and its legs break, you can just detach the legs and the top of it will just go off by itself. The missiles will still be fine without the legs and everything. So now let's stop it real quick. Whoops, I just restarted it. Okay, there we go. And now I'm closer to the wall, so the TNT cannon, I could hit the top of the wall better or something like that too. Let's launch these missiles. So one thing that breaking off the top is good for is if you want, you can break off the top, and then that makes it so that the TNT cannon is closer to the wall that you're shooting at, and you can get like shots that'll go over it or something if you want. So now I've got the whole arsenal of missiles going at that wall. That wall doesn't really stand a chance. That is a lot of TNT. Okay, so you might be wondering if I'm gonna have any more Minecraft robot videos coming up. Well, here is a quick sneak peek of the next robot. This is going to be one of the best Minecraft robots ever built. You can see it's much, much smaller and more compact than the old one. It's still gonna have 6 missiles on it though. Actually, no, this one's gonna have 8 missiles on it. It also has a pretty decent size inside the cockpit, so you can walk around. It's going to be driving just fine. It's going to be a really, really cool looking robot. So please like and subscribe.